Howdy and welcome back. This week we head back to the US to talk to Lauren Alter. Kirsty and I will then make a decision on this year's club championships, and we have a short clip of Paul Willie out of Australia. Please keep sending in your videos and the like. I will get onto them. We just have a bit of stuff to work through, but we will get started on that this week. Now let's talk to Lauren Alter, former Northcote singles and doubles champion, national under-18 singles and doubles champion, and now with the Arkansas Razorbacks in the United States. I spoke to Lauren fresh off a 6-mile hike. Here she is. Okay, with me today is former Northcote Club member and club champion, Lauren Alter, and she's in Arkansas in the US. How are things over there, Lauren, from a COVID perspective?
So in Arkansas, we have a few more cases, but specifically in Fayetteville, where the university is, we only have about 2 or 3. So we don't have too many restrictions yet. Like, I've just been on a hike and we can still go around, drive around. There's no problem with that. Obviously, we're still trying to practice social distancing and all that, but all of the shops, most of the food places are just takeaway. So they're sort of doing their best to just restrict it as much as possible, but you can still go out and do whatever you want. Most of the parks are closed, so I haven't been able to play tennis in a while, but I'm still trying to, work out in the garage, stuff like that, to stay on top of my fitness. But yeah.
Cool. And going on to the tennis side of things, I hear this sort of quite big news coming out the last couple of days that you can now actually stay on for another year.
Yeah, so that's been great news. On March 30th, NCAA voted on it, and so all Division I schools will be allowed the chance to for students to have another year back. So that's great for me, considering in the fall I would have just been studying, and not playing tennis. My eligibility up was this spring. So I'm going to get another year back, and I'll be here until May of next year. So that's great news. I get to finish my senior season properly and give myself some more time to work out what I'll do after college.
And so how's your tennis been going over there?
It's been going really good. This past season, I was playing number 1 doubles and number 3 or 4 singles. And I had last August, I had the best fall. I played really well. I had some really good wins, and I'm climbing up in the rankings. My last ranking, I think, was 32 in doubles. So I'm pretty happy with that, and still enjoying it, and that's the main thing. So yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So, and you're playing Division I level?
Yeah, Division I schools, SEC, yeah.
And the whole sort of experience over there for you, being at university, have you really enjoyed the whole thing? Shifted universities, have you, in your time there?
Yeah, so I was at University of Houston for a year and a half, and then I think the May of 2018, I got the offer to come to Arkansas, and so I've been here ever since, and I love it. It's very different from Houston, but I have enjoyed it a lot more here, more social, definitely a higher level of tennis. But Arkansas has opened a lot of doors for me, being such a big school, and in the Southeastern Conference, I think you get a lot of exposure, and so I've been really lucky to have opportunities to intern for jobs and stuff, and I've just recently got the Nike internship, so I'll be working at Nike this summer, which is, I think, today my most exciting adventure yet, so I'm really excited for that.
And so long-term plans, you're probably going to stay over there then, eh? Mum won't be very happy?
No, Mum's not very happy at all. Only the Christmas visit I get, but yeah, I think the extended year, that next semester, and then I'll have the summer after that, is going to give me some more time to work out what I want to do. Hopefully I get some more opportunities coming out of this Nike internship to maybe stay on and work a bit, but that's still in progress. I'm procrastinating those decisions for now.
Okay, Lauren, it's great to see you and to have you on board. All the best over the next few months in America. It could be a bit up and down there. Who knows really what the future is.
Hopefully it doesn't escalate. But yeah, hello to all my Northcote fam. I miss you guys. And miss everyone back home.
Okay.
Nice talking to you.
Okay, cheers. Thanks, Lauren. On to the club championships. Sometimes in life you have to make the tough decisions, and I believe this is one of those times. So let's join Kirsty to make a decision. Hi Kirsty, nice to see you.
Hey Andrew, nice to see you too. Hey, look, I've been thinking we really need to make a move on these club champs. We've got the awards and black tie evening coming up. We've got no results. What are we going to do?
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I see they cancelled Wimbledon, but yeah, it's probably a bit second rate compared to ours. Yeah, I don't know. I did think about it the other day and thought, well, maybe we could do it on the street, but now it's a bit against the rules, I think, and we haven't got a cabinet minister these days, so probably can't do that. So, any thoughts?
Do we know anyone who's got a tennis court in their backyard?
No, I don't think so. The only idea I potentially had is that I've got quite a big deck now, and I reckon I could just about put a court on that. Be a bit smaller than normal, but maybe better than nothing.
That could be a plan, yeah? How are we going to manage that?
Yeah, I don't know, really. I mean, I probably haven't got enough space to do all the competitions, but I certainly could do the two men's ones and the mixed. And I actually had a look on Google Maps the other day because I was having a look around. I noticed there was quite a big backyard somewhere in the North Point, and I had a look to see whose place it was. And funnily enough, it was a club member, and it was Lee's. So Stella and Gemma's place as well. So they could probably do the ladies doubles and ladies singles there.
That sounds like a great idea. Is that going to be within our rules though?
Yeah, look, I looked at the Constitution, and under clause 7D, it says we can make any decisions we want. So, as long as you're happy, we can go with it.
And the other thing is this going to work with the COVID-19? We don't want to be called up on Facebook again because we're running our club champs.
Yeah, look. I mean, I think we'll just have to make sure that everyone obeys the lockdown rules, and as long as we do that, it should be fine. So I think, hey, look, we'll go ahead, get things moving. I'll redo the draw and get that out, and we'll take things from there, eh?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. That means that you and I perhaps aren't going to play together, though.
Yeah, I suppose we can't, actually. Oh, well, yeah, we'll just have to think about that one. Okay, anyway, we'll catch you later, eh?
Okay, see ya.
Here's the court for the men's singles and doubles and mixed doubles. You'll notice it's a bit of a variable surface, very hard and fast at one end, and a little bit slow at the other. It will take a multi-talented player to win on that surface. Now to the ladies, the grass, normally fast, but although Lee has promised me to work very hard on rolling and hardening the surface, I do think it'll be a lot slower than the average surface. Remembering all matches need to be completed by the 24th of April. Okay, we will keep you updated on the progress of the club championships over the coming weeks. But now, let's go to On the Couch. Welcome to this edition of On the Couch. Today I want to address two of the biggest issues of the current time. That is alcohol and mental health. The first question I have is, I seem to be drinking a lot over this time. Do I have a problem? Well, to be honest, I think if you're not drinking at this time, you have got a problem. However, I've got a couple of tips for you. Firstly, I found that when I was drinking wine, as my wife doesn't drink a lot, I ended up having to drink a whole bottle a night. It's really, I don't think it keeps too well overnight. So my advice is, like me, shift to beer, as you can consume a lot less. The second question I have is, I'm getting plenty of exercise, but I do seem to be getting fatter. I know the feeling. It's really easy to eat and drink a lot at this time. My advice is to convert from beer to wine. It's a lot less fattening. Also, drink lots of water and eat lots of carrots. And now I would just like to address the issue of mental health. I've had a lot of calls from people concerned about my mental health after what Stella said about me. Now I know a lot of things in this show may not be 100% true, but that statement was. So the reason this show has been delayed is I've been in counselling yesterday. So I'm dealing with my issues. So I recommend, if you do have issues, and I apologise if I've created any of those, please get some advice. Thanks for listening to this session of On the Couch. Look, I apologise for the slightly flippant way in which I dealt with the issues of alcohol and mental health. Seriously, they are likely to be two of the most serious issues coming out of this lockdown. So, yeah, everyone be careful out there in respect to both these issues. Okay, we've got Paul Willie coming up, but first, just to let you know that coming up in the next show, we have New Zealand's leading and certainly most enthusiastic tennis reporter, Matt Brown. He's talking about the effect that COVID will have on world tennis. He also touches on the massive change coming out of the loss of radio sport. So I think you'll enjoy hearing from Matt, and I'm hoping to get a hot tip for the future stars of world tennis. Okay, now we're off to Australia to talk to Paul Willey. Okay, on the line today we've got Paul Willey, an ex-Northcote Tennis Club member. He's now living in the Gold Coast in Australia. Similar restrictions to us over there, Paul. How are you? And we're just interested to know what's different in Australia.
Well, I think we're very privileged because we live in a beautiful place. We've got plenty of space. We're just next to a lake and we can go kayaking. We can go and do great walks around the lake early in the morning. In terms of restrictions, it's pretty much the same as probably in New Zealand. Schools closed, the bars, restaurants, all non-essential shops are closed. And we were told, like everybody else, to keep, good hygiene, wash your hands, keep your distance, social distancing. We still can go and do our own shopping. And that's about it. We just stay isolated as much as possible to make sure we're not catching that nasty virus.
Paul, you're looking very fit and healthy over there, so the Australian life must be treating you well.
Yes, because obviously we have a fantastic climate. We don't get a winter. And we sort of I haven't played tennis actually since I moved here because I haven't joined a club. But we do lots of walking. As I said, we're going kayaking. I plank nearly every day for 3 minutes, which I feel is very good for your core strength.
Yeah. Okay, Paul, it's nice to see you, and I'm sure everyone will be pleased to see you looking so fit and well over there. So thanks for your time, and we'll...
You're welcome, and all the best to everyone in New Zealand. Take care. Stay safe.
Right, that's nearly it for today. But I have been asked a few questions about the backgrounds I've used on the show. Firstly, there was Gemma and Stella. Well, that was actually filmed in Northcote Point, and for those who live there, they know there is a microclimate and it is a little bit like living in the tropics. In fact, if you want to move to Northcote Point, I know a really good house for sale. Secondly, people have asked me about the picture behind the couch. Well, the truth is, there was a few marks on the wall, so my wife quickly whipped up a painting to cover those. And also, quietly, she doesn't want me to tell you, I've got a whole lot of paintings like that in the garage, and they're taking up heaps of space, and really I'd like to get rid of them. So if you're interested, let me know. I reckon I could sneak them out of the house after the lockdown's finished, and she'll never know. I'd just like to give a shout out to Simon McKenzie, who's been a big supporter of the club. Point Wines is our preferred suppliers. Stafford Road sponsors DN's winter tournament, although the less said about the better after what Stella said, and also the Clarence Road Eatery. It's important after this that we support businesses like Simon's, and particularly Point Wines, as I'm sure the supermarkets have made more than enough out of you guys over this lockdown period. Okay, thanks for joining me for another episode of From the Baseline. We'll be back with a more local flavour over the coming week. We'll see you tomorrow.